And here's the deal, you don't have a lot of time to make that shift once you get that tap on the shoulder.
Believe you were born to win. It's your right to win. Claim it, frame it, 'cause you were.
Let's talk about the mindset shift. Often, especially during chaotic times, you may get the nod to now lead, or something may happen with your boss or your boss's boss, and now the opportunity is all yours. Immediately, you must have a mindset shift. I talk about this in the first chapter of my book, Lead to Win, because many of us are identified as potential leaders because we are outstanding contributors, and we have been outstanding contributors over time. But remember, as an outstanding contributor, you might have one or two constituencies that you serve, and you might only be responsible for revenue generation, or you may be responsible for a large cost containment project, or you may be responsible for introducing a new product successfully into the marketplace. But it is something that is a discrete point on the board, and you have one or two constituents. Now, as the leader, you have many constituents. You obviously have all of the employees that are now reporting to you. If you're a public company, you have public shareholders. If you're a private company, you might have private stakeholders and private shareholders. You obviously also have suppliers and partners and regulators and age rating agencies if you're a public company. There are lots of different constituents that are now looking at you as the decision maker. That requires a massive mindset shift because now want to make sure that you have a team of people that are executing with excellence. Now you want to make sure that you own, are responsible for, understand, and are driving the organization's strategy. Now you want to make sure that those stakeholders, especially public shareholders, are very clear about what you're going to make sure that the organization delivers on behalf of its shareholders. So now it's not just about execution, it's about strategy, it's about ideation, it's about engagement, it's about selling at the highest levels. That requires a mindset shift. And here's the deal, you don't have a lot of time to make that shift once you get that tap on the shoulder. So I'm talking to you about it now so you can start to think before you get that tap how you might serve these kinds of different stakeholders. What happens if you're at an investor day and you have to speak to the top 20 largest shareholders? How might you position a message? How might you talk about the company? How might you engage with the leaders throughout your organization to think about the organization's strategy 3 years from now, 5 years from now, when you were responsible for one small part of the organization? How are you going to empower the other leaders throughout the organization? Because you can't do it alone. And you know that if all roads lead back to you, just you, then you're going to cap your success and the organization's success because you're one woman, you're one man. So the key is to make sure that you're empowering other leaders and that you all are aligned on the organization's deliverable. The mindset shift when you get to the leadership seat is critical. Start practicing now before you get there so that shift can be done sooner rather than later. Because once you get the title and once you're in the seat, all eyes will be on you. And you want to be ready, having shifted the way you think immediately. Go get them.